Well, welcome to Heartbeat Christian Academy, and this is Christian Basics 1. And I'll never forget the first time I did this course a few years ago and I was facilitating it. Man, it really built my idea of who God is and what God is all about. If I can say one thing that I took home from this part of the course, it was just the identity of God. And it just sort of made me leave the class that night with a sense of the greatness of God. And I hope it does the same for you. I believe it will. Now, if you look at this course, it's part of the Certificate in Christian Discipleship. And it's the first course normally done in the certificate. We also do this with the attending students. This is the first course we do, and it comes with a companion workbook. If you don't have the notes, you can contact us. There is the email address and the cell phone number for more information. And there's also the banking details. If you want to partner with us in any way, you are more than welcome. And I just wanted to go over to the Christian Basics 1 Part 1 manual just to show you just the introduction of the manual. This is Christian Basics 1 and Christian Basics 2 is part of this course. In this first one, you will learn about God. Firstly, a very good basic grounding of who God is. The most important Christian doctrines, personal development of a Christian, and the importance of good Christian character. There's a second one that follows, which is Christian Basics 2. There you will learn about money matters, about how to manage your finances, about prayer, about discipleship, and also about the new covenant. So it's exciting for us to take you through these courses, and I believe that you will grow as you do Christian Basics 1. As I said, just going to sort of the layout of the different sections of the manual. The Godhead is the first one, and that's why I've got this beautiful studio background. I've tried to find something that reflects the magnitude of God, the universe, the size of God. And in the Godhead lectures, you will be learning that. You will be learning about God. And for me, like I say, that was probably the highlight of this particular book. I don't want to isolate certain sections, but for me, that was the highlight. What we learn about God, the Trinity, the persons of the Godhead, part 1 and part 2. Then the second section is foundation doctrines. And there you will learn the basic teachings of salvation, baptism, growth, resurrection, and eternal judgment. So these are all the basics that take us through that. Personal development, you will learn about misplaced time, recaptured time, the will of God, Bible study, daily quiet time and the purpose thereof, and daily quiet time, the practice. And then the fourth section in this manual, you will learn about characteristics of babyhood, childhood. You will be able to identify Christian character and the growth stages, teenager, renewing your mind, self-control, the fatherhood of God 1 and 2. Man, this is an exciting course, and I am so happy that you are going to be journeying with us, doing these lectures, and I'm excited that you are going to grow as the Lord allows you to grow and as you open up your spirit. This first lecture, I'm going to take it slowly when we get into this lecture, because we're going to be talking about God. And talking about God is never a small topic. So as we discuss the Godhead, I would say out of all the courses that we do in all three phases, this one is one of my favorite ones, because we really get into it and we really look at God from the perspective of His greatness and how magnificent, how marvelous, and how wonderful He is. So I hope that you enjoy this section, and I really hope that the Lord touches you as you go through Christian Basics 1. Like I said before, take it one day at a time. Ensure that you do the work. Ensure that you do the work slowly. Go through every section. If you are a student that has a workbook, answer the workbook questions. Normally, if you're an attending student, you will get your textbook, which is like that, just a textbook that has all the different lectures in it. And then you get your workbook, and your workbook, you have sections that you actually fill in the missing blanks. And you will notice there is the workbook with filling in the missing blanks. And at the end of the workbook, we also provide you with the answers to those questions. So the idea is that the student actually goes through the lecture once or twice and then attempts to answer the workbook questions, and before actually going to look at the answers. If you really get stuck, obviously, and you really can't find the answer, you can go look in the back. But the idea is actually that you answer it without looking in the back, that you rather search through the material, because as you're searching, as you're looking at it, you will find that you are learning. This is a process of learning where when you try and find something and you have to find that information, it prompts you to learn. You'll also see the way the questions are fashioned is in such a way that it's not just straightforward, all of them. Some of them are easy, but it's not that straightforward. So you have to really go look for them. And a lot of times, even after reading the section or the lecture a few times, you will still end up looking quite desperately to try and find them. So I hope to see you then in the next lecture, which is going to be lecture 1, where we are going to discuss what we can learn about God. God bless you, and I'll see you in lecture 1.